All wrongful convictions are appalling, but few are as brazen or as corrupt as the conviction of Frank Gable for the murder of Michael Franke, the former director of Oregon's Department of Corrections. At 6:45 p.m. on January 17th, 1989, the night before he was set to expose corruption within his own agency, Michael Franke walked out of the Department of Corrections headquarters for the last time. 40 minutes later, his car was found in his reserved space. The door was open. There were no signs of forced entry. Hours later, Frankie's body was discovered outside the building's north entrance, stabbed through the heart, lying in a pool of blood and shattered glass from what appeared to be a desperate attempt to get back inside. Authorities quickly ruled it a car burglary gone wrong, despite the fact that Frankie still had his wallet, his watch, and his keys. 15 months later, police arrested 29-year-old Frank Gable, a small-time meth dealer who always maintained his innocence. There was no physical evidence tying him to the crime, and another man had already confessed, but it didn't matter. Later court findings revealed investigators used coercive and abusive tactics during repeated interrogations, including choking Gable until he lost consciousness. When they couldn't force a confession, officials allegedly fabricated statements and pressured witnesses into falsely implicating him. Frank Gable would spend nearly 30 years in prison for a murder federal courts later concluded he did not commit, a murder that remains unsolved to this day. No one has been held accountable, not for Michael Franke's killing, not for Frank Gable's wrongful conviction. But Frank Gable is still fighting for that accountability, and he's my guest this week for a conversation you won't want to miss.